Hey, so I am going to show you my favorite, which is the BB Flawless with a brush application. All right, so I'm going to take my BB Flawless. I always squeeze mine right out onto my hand. There, that's about all I use. So you're going to see how great this goes on. Now, I'm taking my powder puff brush. So it's this thick, soft bristle, densely packed brush, okay? And you'll see this getting used a lot. You've probably seen the liquid gold videos, which is when we as presenters discovered how amazing this was to use with the liquid foundation. Well, we couldn't leave well enough alone, so we started using it with the BB Flawless, which has become an essential for my skin, especially when my skin feels a little thirsty, because this is a nice moisturizing conditioning formula. It's designed to give you a really light coverage depending on application. So remember how kind of red and bleh my face was before? Look at how it's looking now, and that's from that light application of the BB cream with this brush. And what that is because you're getting a stippling effect. And that is when you can get this foundation, any foundation, but even with this BB Flawless, that is when you can get it on nice. And even with a nice flawless finish. Okay, so now if I had spots to touch up, and I will for the sake of argument today, I'm going to touch up under my eyes, and I'm going to touch up kind of around my nose area, okay, where I get a little bit red. I take the Liquid Touch foundation. What I do is, again, back of my hand, hands nice and clean. That is all I put on there. You can't even see. It's like the head of a pin is all you need of this stuff, okay? Now, you can take your finger or you can take a brush. I prefer our concealer brush just because that way I know it's getting exactly where I kind of want it, and then I'll gently blend in with my fingertip. So I am not a professional makeup artist by any means, so technique-wise, mine can probably always be improved, but it works for me, and I think that's the important thing to remember, is what works for you is the right way to do it. So, all right, and as I said, I get a little red around my nose, especially when allergy season starts hitting. I'm going to take this in here, and you'll notice that I did my face makeup after my eye makeup was done. Well, that's because if I make a mess of my eye makeup, I get a chance to kind of clean it up. Now, I'm going to come in here and just take this kind of around my lips too, because again, just want to see how that look in. It also gives some definition to my lips, so when I put my lipstick on, before we go out, it may be nice and covered. Have a nice even look. Alrighty. So, I got all of those spots covered with that one tiny dab of foundation. Now, shade-wise, if you have questions about shades, please shoot me a message, and if you can, include a picture of yourself in the most natural light possible, okay, with no makeup on. That will help me give you the best recommendation for shades and combinations, okay? Because you'll see I combine my shades really differently than a lot of girls do, just because it's what works for me, for what my needs are. Because some days I'm a little bit more rosy, some days I'm a little bit more yellow undertone, so I want to neutralize that as best as possible, right? I'm going to finish this off with a touch of our powder foundation, and I'm going to be set to go. See you later.